Today we are gonna analyze how Man City beat West Ham and how Erling Haaland is adapting to Guardiola's system. First, we're gonna see Man City's structure in the build-up phase. To start this phase, they didn't have troubles in Zone A because West Ham didn't press high. However, when the ball was in Zone A, the fullbacks were in a wide position. When Man City progressed to Zone B, the fullbacks were playing in a narrow position, and this gave them numerical superiority in this zone. Therefore, Man City's structure was 2-3-5. When West Ham dropped back, they tried to cover the passing lines to Walker and Cancelo. Nevertheless, when West Ham tried to press to the center backs, Walker and Cancelo could take advantage of the space between the lines. Thanks to these movements, the fullbacks were able to move the ball forward, and many times they played with the wingers, but Foden and Grealish made many crosses to Erling Haaland, who couldn't head the ball. When Cancelo and Walker couldn't find spaces in the midfield, the wingers dropped back to create a passing line. For that reason, West Ham overloaded one flank, yet they left a lot of space on the opposite flank. Another way Man City broke West Ham was by the smart movements of their 5 strikers. One of these dropped back to create a passing line and received the ball. He had huge space because the midfielders attracted the mark of the midfielders and the rest of strikers attracted to the defensive line. When they were in Zone C, the players that came from behind as Cancelo and Walker were in charge of exploit the spaces in Zone C and D. Nevertheless, Man City made many unnecessary crosses to Erling Haaland. When they were in Zone D, Gundogan and Haaland were playing as the main strikers and they understood each other really well, since many times Erling Haaland ended up dropping back to assist Gundogan. This video is brought to you by Mètrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NasirSalad at checkout for a 10% discount. Erling Haaland's main strength is the run to break the opponent's defensive line, and that's how he gained a penalty kick. One of his weaknesses is his selfishness in the final third. As we see, he should have run to the first post to free Gundogan, but when the cross is made, he also ran to the second post and complicated the finish of Gundogan. As the game advanced, he improved in this aspect and dropped back many times to build up and also assisted to his teammates. When the opponent is trying to take control of the game, Man City is now more dangerous than before thanks to Erling Haaland, since in counterattacks he likes to make those runs that we said before, and that's how he managed to score the second goal. Leave in the comment section how many goals do you think Erling Haaland will score this season. Thanks for watching the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.